Hi everyone, this is ARERI. Welcome back to my channel. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And I hope that you feel comfortable wherever you are in the world right now. I hope it's not too cold and it's not too hot. And if they are, I hope that you feel comfortable or try to feel comfortable as much as you can. Having said that, I have received an order for my fan-made McDonald's x BTS Photocard keychain a few days ago. So we're going to make some. So it's a very easy project, and if you don't want to spend on original photo cards, this is such a good alternative. In this one, we're going to make them keychains, so it's like two products in a one. Alright, so let's get started. For this project, I very much recommend using a double-sided glossy photo paper, because you know, in photo cards, they are back-to-back, right? So the pictures of the artist on one side, and on the back the logo. So you can use like cardstock paper or one-side photo paper. That will be just fine. Okay, next step, which is going to ipiki.com. So ipiki.com is a photo editing website, and you can do a lot of things in there, like editing pictures, designing posters and stuff like that. But for me, it's the best tool for making photo cards. So what we do is we choose under collage 9 boxes like this one, and then we go to settings like this one. So what we need to do right now is to choose the paper size. For me, I'm going for A4, so that is 3508 by 2480. There you go. And then it's all up to you if you want to adjust the roundness. And for this one, the spacing, the best is 40. Okay, it's just the right size for me, but it all depends on you. You can always just make your pictures bigger and then cut the sides or trim them later on, but for me, I think it's better to just keep it at 40. Okay, so next is we are just going to add images, and you can just adjust them in where they're in the box. All you need to do is get your image and then drag them into the box. Alright, it's all done, and then you just have to save it. And then we are going to make the logo at the back. Alright, so I already filled in the boxes. So now we just need to adjust the images inside the boxes. So there's a tendency that one side will be lopsided. I don't know, but that's what happens to my printer. Like they're more leaning on the left, and that doesn't look good. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pull the image to the right, so there's going to be enough space on the left side. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay, so I have already printed my pictures. Okay, so a while ago I told you about the left side is thinner and the right side tend to be thicker. So what we do in order to correct that is to align the image link towards the right more, and this is what happened. So I don't know if you can see the reflection. So this one on the right, I did not correct the alignment. So this one is very thin and this one is very thick. You can actually see the reflection against the light, so you can see the back picture it's not the same. However, I have it corrected on this one, so it's still not that good, but it's not that bad. Okay, so next thing that we need to do is to just cut them out of the sheet. Now we're going to cut it to the size of a credit card, which is the same size as a photo card. Now we're just going to punch the corners with this round puncher for them to look like real photo cards. But it's pretty optional. You can leave them as they are or punch the corners like what I'm doing right now. So this is what they look like.
Jogging, followed by drills and lecture.
So to make a perfect laminate, this is what I do. I take out a bigger portion of the laminating sheet like this, and then place the photo card on the top of it, facing down. On the sticky part, try to avoid scrunches because they're really hard to remove.
And then sumunod yung batch na group of 12 people March 8.
Use a sponge to flatten them and to remove the bubbles. Then we are just going to flip them up like this and then fold it down. Be careful, avoid bubbles and scrunches. And now when they're folded back, we just have to do the same, flatten them up using spongy or a credit card. And this is what happens if you're not careful. There are going to be some scrunches. And now we're just going to cut them and trim the edges. Done. First, we are going to laminate our keychain, put it in a laminating pouch, and then put it or sandwich it in a folded paper. By the way, you have to preheat your iron before you start ironing it. Okay?
Fishing village. So, one time, may nakita siyang pasa sa braso ni Maymay. Binaliwala nilang ito kasi akala niya.
Next up is ironing. My tip is for you to leave the iron on top of them for a couple of seconds to make sure that they're laminated well. Do the same on the other side.
2 months after nilang ikasal. So, nung lumipat na doon si Maymay at saka si Steve, wala na silang alam kung ano nang adult breakout or
Next to the last thing to do is to cut the sides. So you can either use this kind of cutter or a hand cutter or scissors. Finally, we're just going to punch a hole for the keychain. I use this pattern just to make sure I punch the hole in the center. And now I'm just going to punch the corners. It's pretty much optional, but it's for safety reason as well, because you don't want to get cut by the corners. Lastly, we're just going to attach the keychain. I'm just using my hands because I don't have pliers right now. And these are the finished products. I hope you enjoy my video, and I hope you learned something from me, and I hope you make your own. Bye for now. See you in my next video.